The person whom you gave only love and care is going to tell everyone that you're. Archangel Michael says, listen to the quiet truth rising inside your chest now. You gave nothing but care, patience, and unshaken support to a person who mistook your gentleness for weakness. A wave is forming behind the scenes, and it carries their story, not your truth. You felt it first as a chill in rooms that used to feel warm. Their messages turned short, their eyes began to drift, and their word choices grew sharp as glass. The shift was not sudden, yet it felt like waking to a sky you no longer recognize. They admired your light while they were hungry for a fire of their own. Instead of building a flame, they chose to borrow yours and paint it with their shadow. Now they plan to stand in front of others and say your heart is false. You gave them time when no one else stayed after midnight. You gave them listening when the world gave them noise. You gave them softness in a season that rewarded only the loud. They saw your mercy and called it manipulation in their private rehearsals. They took your boundaries and called them coldness whenever you were not available to carry them. They took your wins and called them luck so their envy would not look them in the mirror. You did not break them. You did not betray them. You simply outgrew the room they were still decorating with old memories. Today the air feels charged because the story is moving from whispers to rooms with more ears. Your name may travel ahead of you while you sleep. It may arrive wearing a coat of claims that never met your character. Do not run from the rumor. Do not chase it either. Let the truth walk beside you like a still river that never begs to be noticed. You will be tempted to explain yourself to everyone who ever knew you. You will be tempted to replay every moment searching for microscopic faults. That road ends in self-erasure, and there is nothing holy about making yourself smaller for someone else's comfort. Your kindness was a choice, not a bargain. Your patience was a gift, not a debt. Your love was real, and reality does not crumble under echo. When they say your smile is a mask, remember who you were when the lights were off. When they say your help had a price, remember the nights you asked for nothing. When they say your success is stolen, remember every unseen hour you invested. This is not the moment to perform innocence for the crowd. This is the moment to embody integrity for yourself. Integrity is not an announcement, it is a rhythm. You are not here to defeat a rumor. You are here to continue your becoming. The rumor will grow tired before your becoming ever does. The person you carried now wants to be carried by an audience. They mistake attention for healing and applause for peace. They believe a louder room will drown their unrest, but unrest learns to swim. You will see familiar faces tilt with confusion. Some will step back out of fear of being splashed by anything messy. Some will privately cheer your fall because they misread gravity as justice. Do not harden. Hardness is a costume that wounds the one who wears it. Choose strength instead, because strength can bend without breaking. Bring your life into order like a sanctuary. Clean the small corners. Close the old documents. Organize your receipts of truth, not for the world but for your clarity. Gather your letters, your timestamps, your messages that show your tone when you were tired and still kind. Keep them safe like lanterns. You may be called to speak once, calmly and clearly. If that hour comes, speak like a bell, not a siren. Bells mark the time without chasing the crowd. There is a difference between silence and abandonment of self. Guard your voice from panic. Guard your energy from theatrical debates that only want spectacle. The ones who know you, know you. They have walked with you through years that never get posted. Their memory of you is a line that cannot be redrawn by a stranger with a louder pen. Forgiveness does not mean access. Forgiveness does not mean pretending the cut never happened. Forgiveness means you will not bleed in every room to prove you were hurt. Your future is not on trial. Your purpose does not need a verdict. What is true about you will outlast what is said about you. Prepare for the quiet victories that arrive like dawn. They do not argue with the night. They simply make it obvious. You will receive messages from those who watched from a distance and then remembered your everyday kindness. You will receive invitations to tables that do not sell seats with gossip. You will meet people who treat trust like a garden, not a currency. This is also the hour of better boundaries. Boundaries are not walls that keep love away. Boundaries are doors that teach love to knock. You will learn the difference between a hand that helps and a hand that holds only when cameras are on. You will learn the difference between a shoulder that supports and a shoulder that seeks credit for standing near you. You will learn the difference between private loyalty and public performance. Your softness is not a weakness. It is a deep river that has carried you to shore again and again. Do not dam it because one person tried to drink it while cursing your name. People may ask why you stayed so long. People may ask why you did not see earlier. People may ask why you still choose peace over the urge to punish. Answer with your life. Answer with the work that continues. Answer with a joy that refuses to be choreographed by rumors. There is a sacred skill in letting the wrong story pass through the room without becoming its narrator. You will practice it. You will become fluent in it. There are doors opening that require less explanation and more embodiment. Your next chapter will be proof you never needed a defense, only direction. Direction is already in your feet. Focus on your craft with a devotion that scares your doubt back to bed. Focus on your health with the quiet stubbornness of a sunrise. Focus on your relationships that feel like home, not like auditions. A small circle will form around your purpose. It will be enough. Big circles are rarely safe for tender gold. Do not be surprised when the person who speaks against you performs goodness very loudly. Noise can cover an empty room for a while. Quiet substance still builds empires grain by grain. Remember how often you chose kindness that no one saw. Remember how often you chose rest over rage. Remember how often you chose to keep the door open long enough for them to walk through healed. Now you are choosing differently. You are choosing to keep the door, but place a lock on it. A key will be given only to those who understand doors. Your reputation is not a hostage. Your name is not a leaf in their storm. Your legacy is a tree with roots that have met stones and made a way through. Let your daily habits testify while you sip water and breathe. Let your schedule become a shield that leaves no room for endless defense. Let your art, your work, your service, and your laughter carry your signature like a watermark. The person telling their version also tells on themselves. Their script reveals their hunger more than your history. Their need to be believed reveals their fear of being alone with the mirror. Hold compassion without holding hands with harm. Compassion says, I release you to your lesson. Wisdom says, I release myself to my future. In private, sit with your younger self and celebrate. Celebrate the days you had less and still gave much. Celebrate the days you were hurt and still chose to grow. You are not responsible for anyone's label they stick on your back while you are busy living forward. You are responsible for your response, your rhythm, your radiant focus. Keep it honest, keep it kind, keep it moving. Your steps will become simple again. Simplicity is not smallness. Simplicity is the luxury of living aligned with truth. Soon a moment will arrive that exposes the rumor without your help. A piece of evidence will surface like a shell in low tide. A shadow will contradict itself in the brighter hour. You will not gloat. You will not dance on the stage of their error. You will place the lesson in your book and turn the page with grace. The story that threatened to define you will become a footnote under a chapter called Becoming Unshakable. You will smile because the ink dried where your tears once fell. You will keep walking because your map is bigger than this town. There is a victory that does not look like a parade. It looks like waking up and feeling light in your chest again. It looks like finishing the day with your peace intact. You are entering rooms where your name carries a weight that is not heavy. It is the weight of trust. People will feel rested around you because you rest around yourself. You will teach by example how to leave old narratives without leaving your heart. You will teach by example how to grow new gardens after storms. You will teach by example how to be both gentle and guarded. The world is already making space for your next reveal. It is not a speech. It is the undeniable continuity of your authentic self. You will not be defined by someone else's crisis. You will be defined by your consistent courage. Courage is the quiet agreement you keep with your own soul. The person you loved may one day ask for forgiveness. If that hour comes, you will be honest about the cost and careful with the door. Mercy is a seed you plant, not a mansion you immediately open. Season your days with small anchors. Drink water. Touch daylight. Write down what you are building this week so your mind does not wander back to old arguments. Name your priorities like constellations and follow them at dusk. Keep promises to yourself like sacred vows. Your dignity is not a prop for someone else's stage. Your dignity is a garment that fits you even on hard mornings. Wear it without apology. When the old ache visits, give it a chair and a time limit. Let it speak, then let it leave. You have rooms to arrange for joy. You will meet new companions who are allergic to drama and addicted to depth. Their presence will feel like music you do not have to perform. With them, truth will require no microphone. This is the quiet rise you earned. It does not scream. It hums with inevitability. Take care of your body, because it has carried you through every chapter without quitting. Take care of your sleep, because dreams need rested soil. Take care of your soul, because it still chooses love even after learning where not to place it. Your voice will be requested in places built on integrity. Your story will be asked for by people who do not want spice, they want substance. You will answer without ornaments, and that will be enough. Let the day keep its gentle pace. Let the work keep its honest weight. Let the heart keep its generous gait. You are not the rumor. You are the river. Rivers simply continue. In a year, you will not recognize how far you have traveled. In a year, the loudness of this moment will feel small. In a year, your gratitude will be fluent in a language that no rumor speaks. You kept your tenderness. You kept your boundaries. You kept your future. The person who turns your kindness into a headline cannot turn your destiny into their property. Destiny belongs to obedience, not to opinion. You are walking in obedience to your truth. When you must speak, speak once with calm clarity. When you must act, act with clean motives. When you must let go without leaving fingerprints. There is nothing left to prove. There is only life to live. Live it with the unhurried confidence of someone who knows their name. You stayed pure in a season that rewarded performance. You stayed steady in a time that praised chaos. You stayed real when false was fashionable. The reward is not applause. The reward is alignment. Alignment wakes you with peace and puts you to sleep with purpose. Step forward with the gentle force of a tide that refuses to argue with the moon. Step forward with eyes that look where you are going, not where you were misnamed. Step forward with hands that build again. You will become a home for people who once hid their softness out of fear. You will become a harbor where truth docks without inspection. You will become an example that kindness can be strong and still survive. Let your gratitude keep pace with your healing. Let your creativity open windows for fresh air. Let your boundaries guard the door like loyal friends. The rumor will meet the wall of your consistent wholeness and slide down without stain. The rumor will grow bored where it finds no reaction to feed on. The rumor will try to leave a shadow, but your sun will be high. Love will still be your language. Wisdom will be your grammar. Boundaries will be your punctuation. It is safe to smile at the sky again. It is safe to plan long-term again. It is safe to trust your discernment again. This chapter closes without fanfare. The page turns because your hand is steady. The new paragraph begins because you are ready. When they tell everyone that your heart is false, let your life remain true. When they tell everyone that your motives are impure, let your actions stay clean. When they tell everyone that your kindness was a strategy, let your days continue to serve without scorekeeping. You are not here to convince. You are here to continue. Continuation is the highest argument. Walk on. Create on. Love on. The future is not impressed with rumors. The future is impressed with resilience. Resilience is the crown you wear quietly. You gave love and care because that is who you are. Keep being who you are with wiser doors and stronger keys. The right ones will learn your lock and respect your home. The person who tries to twist your story will struggle to hold it. Truth is heavy in the wrong hands. Truth finds its owner and returns like a bird to the branch it trusts. Stand tall in rooms that once made you small. Stand soft in rooms that beg you to be hard. Stand present in rooms where your presence once trembled. Your peace will not ask permission. Your joy will not apologize. Your purpose will not shrink. It all began with a heart that knew how to love, and it continues with a soul that knows how to choose. Choose the path of steady light. Choose the work that reflects your real name. This is how you win without a fight. This is how you heal without a headline. This is how you move without making noise louder than grace. The person you held will go on with their performance until the curtain wears thin. The audience will look beyond the stage and notice the life you are building. The truth will exit the wings and take a bow in silence. Carry on with your quiet crown. Carry on with your honest hands. Carry on with your wide-open future. Your story has weathered storms before this one. Your spirit has navigated darker valleys than this rumor. Your tomorrow holds bigger rooms for your gift. The season of defending yourself is over. The season of demonstrating yourself is here. Demonstration is daily, ordinary, and undeniable. As you breathe, feel the old labels lift like fog when the sun arrives. As you step, feel the ground agree with your direction. As you speak, feel your own voice welcome you home. This is the beginning of your most authentic years. This is the clearing after the forest of confusion. This is the steady road under your feet. You are not alone. You are not late. You are not what they say. You are already beyond the echo. You are already past the performance. You are already living the answer. And at the end of this quiet rise, you will look back with gratitude for the lesson and with love for the path that saved your heart. You will bless the distance that grew between you and the noise. You will keep walking into a horizon that opens like a soft, bright door. Continuing. The day after the rumor walks into the room, your routine will be your rescue. You will pour your coffee and choose focus like a practice. The simplest acts will be proof that your center still holds. You will make a list titled, "What is mine to do?" It will include finishing the project you started, calling the friend who always speaks truth, and stepping outside to let the sun find your face. Every check mark will sound like a tiny bell in a chapel no one can vandalize. You will set gentle rules for your attention. No doom scrolling through second-hand opinions. No rehearsing imaginary speeches to invisible juries. You will put your phone down and pick your purpose up. Work will become a sanctuary with windows. Air will move again through a space that once felt crowded by anxiety. The person performing their version will seek more stages. New rooms will greet them with a quick spark and a quicker dimming. The crowd is easily fed, but rarely nourished. You will notice how your body relaxes when you tell yourself, "I choose substance, not spectacle." Your shoulders settle. Your breath steadies. A mentor will reach out with a sentence that lands like a steady hand on your back. Live as if the rumor is already bored. You will. Within days, your calendar will reflect it. Private integrity will sharpen like a blade you carry only to cut open boxes of new beginnings. You won't use it to duel. You'll use it to build. You will sort your connections with clarity that feels like clean water. Tier 1, those who earn access with truth. Tier 2, those who get updates at a distance. Tier none, those who trade intimacy for gossip. Money, time, and energy will leave the rooms that mocked you. They will return to your craft, your learning, your health. You will become wealthy in hours that do not hurt you. When you walk, the ground will feel less like something to escape and more like something that walks with you. Partnership with life replaces performance in life. Ease doesn't mean effortless, it means aligned. One morning you will meet your reflection and finally see the person who stayed kind without becoming naive. You will thank them. You will promise to keep them safe. You will keep receipts, not as weapons but as witnesses. Screenshots, dates, decisions, patterns. They will live in a folder named Clarity, not Revenge. If a conversation becomes necessary, it will happen once, in a room with fresh air. Your words will be simple: what happened, what you did, what you're doing next. The tone will be final because your peace is expensive. You will stop apologizing for choosing quiet. You will stop explaining your boundaries as if they are crimes. You will stop asking chaos for permission to be calm. Something beautiful will return to your voice, unforced warmth. People will feel it when you order coffee, when you answer email, when you thank the bus driver. The human you are will outshine the rumor they sell. You will notice the difference between those who ask, "What happened?" and those who ask, "How are you?" The second question holds hands with healing. You will sit with the second. A project that once felt heavy will become light because you finally let it live outside the courtroom in your head. Progress will pick up its feet. Deadlines will turn into lifelines. You will write down 5 truths about yourself and place them where your eyes land often. They will be ordinary and unshakable. I keep my word. I treat people with care. I grow when I'm wrong. I honor my boundaries. I build what I believe. In the evenings, you'll close your day like a door that doesn't slam. Review, release, rest. A rhythm born from wisdom, not fear. The rumor will try to mutate, as rumors do when they are starving. It will add adjectives, subtract facts, multiply volume, divide attention. Mathematics of emptiness. You will not track its route. You will invest in your roots. The tree you're becoming is busy drinking rain. Opportunities will arrive quietly: an introduction, a small stage with real people, a collaboration with someone who values character over clout. You will say yes without theatrics. Your yes will be a seed, not a flare. There will be a day when a stranger says, "I heard about you," and what follows is respect. Not because you defended yourself perfectly, but because you lived so consistently that the truth had time to travel. Your name, once tossed around like confetti by the board, will begin to carry the weight of reliability again. Not heavy like burden, solid like stone. People build on stone. Creative flow will return like tide to a shoreline only you know. Lines will land. Ideas will fit. Music in your head becomes work in your hands. You will forgive your past self for staying too long, for overgiving, for hoping beyond reason. Compassion will replace the courtroom in your chest. The verdict is gentleness. Some evenings you will feel the ache rise and you will honor it without feeding it. I see you, you will say to the ache. You may sit, but you may not steer. You will choose your inputs with reverence. Books that thicken your roots. Conversations that deepen your well. Media that remembers humans are not headlines. When you smile in public, it will not be a costume. It will be the weather. People will notice, not because it is loud, but because it is consistent. A letter will arrive, digital or paper, with an apology shaped like a circle that never fully closes. You will accept the effort without reopening the door. Closure is not a guest pass. You'll learn the difference between reconciliation and reunion. Reconciliation is an internal account balanced. Reunion is a doorway. You will choose one without promising the other. Your calendar becomes a cathedral of yes aligned with your values. Meetings that matter. Mornings that are yours. Nights that rest. The rumor will collide with better stories about you, delivered by people who have no incentive but truth. Crosswinds of reality. The false tale will drift without anchor. On a walk home, you'll realize, the loudest thing about you is your work. The brightest thing about you is your peace. The truest thing about you is your pattern. You will give your craft a new vow, to make something that outlasts the noise of this year. A book, a product, a service, a song, a service rendered with excellence. Legacy wears work like a wedding band. You will stop explaining your capacity to those who benefit from your exhaustion. You will be generous within your limits and fierce about your limits. Balanced light does not burn out. A friend will tell you, your silence felt like a boundary, not a void. You will cherish that sentence. It will become a compass for future storms. On difficult days, you'll anchor to 3 actions that never fail you: move your body, do one task to completion, tell one person the truth. Momentum returns when honesty and motion shake hands. Your finances will stabilize because drama is expensive and you canceled the subscription. Savings replace spirals.